Greetings everyone, welcome to another Nerd Out video with me, Dan. In this, if you hear that on the window, it's rain. It is absolutely pouring in the UK, so it's all fun going outside today. So, what I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I've done it once before on the channel. I'm going to talk multiple articles. Generally what I do, I just talk about the one article. I keep it short, sweet. And that's how I normally roll with it. But I want to try to do something different. You know, some of the videos I do, some of them do really well, like the Kong one I've done. You know, that's done really well, but the other ones, not so much. And, you know, just trying to find, I don't know, trying to find a format that works. I mean, I can't even speak, sorry. Mostly we focus on film news, trailers, and film reviews. That's like I mean, we cover games and product reviews, all related to nerdy stuff. Hence, nerd out. But the main focus is like films we do. And I thought to try the format, try and do something a little bit different. I thought I'd do like a little big news, film news. So I'm going to talk about 4 articles, which is on Empire. That's why I like to get my film news from, really. I like Cinema Blend and stuff, and a lot from Instagram or other YouTubers. I like getting my news off them. So, but Empire is really good. I find a nice, short, sweet to kind of get to like the point. So I'm going to do 4 articles today. I'm going to cover them nice and quick. I'm going to read them to you. And we're just going to go from there. So see if this format works. So the first story we're going to talk about is Sarah Jessica Parker, Bette Midler, and Katie, I can't pronounce that, officially back for Hocus Pocus 2. Now, I love Hocus Pocus. It was always a house favourite of mine. Obviously, my mum likes cats, witches and stuff, and Ellie likes it, to be fair. Me, I like a good Halloween film, so yeah, they're back. Obviously, they're a hell of a lot older, all of them, so obviously, I don't know if they're going to do CGI or they can't go back young, or the whole point of the film is they're old, so they look what they look like, but try and get back to young. I mean, I don't know how they're going to do it. And it did make a lot of money as well when it came out back in the 90s. It came out 80s or 90s. It didn't do too well if you actually look at the box office. It didn't do that well, but it's one of those cult classics where it didn't do well, but we still talk about it to this day. So it must have done something right. So so here it is. So there's little Disney Hocus Pocus 2. Okay, so let's just get straight into the article. So we know that Disney was working up a Hocus Pocus sequel for a while now. But while they said they were interested, there was no official confirmation as to whether the original film stars would actually return for the new one. Now they've locked down the deals. We're shooting ready to start in the autumn. So I don't know if it'd be ready for Halloween or maybe it'd be for next year, because you have to do it at Halloween, really. So there you go, 90s. The 1993 original, of course, founded the trio of witches sisters who have been cursed since 1693. The fearsome threesome is eventually resurrected 300 years later by a boy whose family has moved from Los Angeles to Salem. As they attempt to acclimate to the 20th century, they are horrified to discover that Halloween has become a holiday. For the sequel, the focus will be on the 3 young women who accidentally bring Sandra back and have to figure out how to stop them from wreaking fresh havoc on the world. So go down. Even as the stars confirm there's a change behind the camera, as Adam Shankman can no longer direct thanks to his work on Descent Hatch. He is handing the job over to Annie Fletcher, who has known for years and has directed the like-up Step Up Okay, as heartbroken as I am that I won't be able to direct my friends in what is, to be sure, nothing short of a major event for Disney Plus due to scheduling conflicts, I cannot be more pleased to be handing over the reins to Annie, who has brought so much laughter and joy into people's lives with the previous work Shankman says in his statement. Okay, so that's a shame, but you know, these things can't be helped. Now more than ever, people need to laugh, let's just say. We would be laughing every day, and there is much fun to be had with these three unbelievable women playing delicious characters from such delight. I can't say that word, sorry guys for my reading. From such beloved film. I am so grateful to be able to play a part in bringing these witches back to life, and to be working for my friends at Disney again. Makes it all more special. This is a movie for everyone, from the fans who grew up with the first film to the next generation of viewers, and I cannot wait to get started. The aim is to have the movie on Disney Plus in 2020, so that's a shame really. I mean, you stick that near Halloween, you know, probably 40, 50 million, like the previous one had about 40 million, but probably maybe 50 million or so. 50, yeah, I'd say about that, and obviously advertising about another 50 to 100. It could do well. I mean, I don't know if it's $1 billion film, but you know, you do the right advertising, put it near the right time, I'm sure it would do well. Yeah, so there's the article, guys. So it's a shame we're not going to see it on the big screen, but you know, it is the streaming wars at the moment, so yeah, okay, we just have to wait and see what happens from that. So the next one is music adaptation. Everyone talking about Jamie heads to Amazon. Now let's click on the link. Okay, so I've heard about it. It's really popular. That and Hamilton, like kind of what the new ones. So yeah, so the music adaptation. Everyone's talking about Jamie heads to Amazon. So that's quite good. Amazon's got that. Because I think obviously Disney, with the success with Hamilton, it's kind of good that they kind of bagged it for Amazon. Alright, so let's get into it, guys. So we were waiting to see the musical adaptation. Everyone's talked about Jamie for a while now. So it's a little disappointing to report that even as cinemas reopen, it skips wide theatrical release for Amazon. Okay, so Amazon's not doing like the cinema and theatrical release. So that's a shame. That said, there's no denying that arriving worldwide on Amazon Prime Video service offers some advantages, as it still have a big audience inspired by the true events everyone's talking about. Jamie follows Jamie New, a teenager from Sheffield who dreams of a life on stage. Whilst his classmates plan their livelihoods after they leave school, Jamie contemplates revealing his secret career ambitions to become a fierce and proud drag queen. Sarah Lancashire and there's some in the cast there are all in the cast for the film, which will now hit Amazon on the 17th of September. Okay, so that's this year. So there's a little teaser trailer, guys, there. Yes, that's it. So basically, coming 17th of September on Amazon. So, yeah, it's... See, now, if this will release near January time, people love, you know, the older... Because I used to work in the cinema. You generally find that you thought... I mean, this would do well for, like, younger ages as well. But generally, a lot of the musical stuff, like with Bohemian Rhapsody and Rocket Man, even Cats, to be fair, musical stuff like that, they do well December, January time, you know, Christmas holidays, you know, people want to watch a film, so musicals generally kind of do well. From my previous experience, they generally do well there, so, and this would have done well probably with those generations who would, okay, new musical, we heard about it, let's go watch it. To the younger people, which goes, yeah, this is cool, this speaks to me. It's a shame, but I think it'll do well on Amazon. You know, Hamilton did well on Disney, so I think this would do well. So, Fast and Furious 9 now. So, Fast and Furious 9 moves up to 24th of June. Okay. Oh wow, so that's just 4 weeks. What, near enough about 4 or 5 weeks away. Okay, after a long period of waiting while cinemas were closed, we know many of you are eager for some big, bombastic, full of vehicle mayhem. There's good news on that front, especially if you enjoy gravelly talk of family, clinky bottles of Corona, and serious where the lawyers are no longer apply, blah blah blah. Fast and Furious 9 is moving up its UK release from July to June. Okay, so they really want to try and get in there. This latest entry in the sprawling franchise finds Vin Diesel, Dom Toretto, Michelle Rodriguez, and their little son Brian living off the grid. But because a fast film would really work if it was just 2 hours of Dom fixing a tractor, the next big threat and danger mission is just around the corner. Okay. Dom crew must join together again to stop a world-shattering plot led by the most skilled assassin and high-performance driver they've ever encountered, a man who also happens to be Dom's forsaken brother. Family revelations, big chases, and more uses of. So 24th of June for UK and 25th of June for America. Yeah, well, I think because, you know, films like Cruella and The Conjuring 3 is coming out, they want to try and get in there, you know, and it's really, I mean, I'm not saying those films aren't going to do well for themselves, but I think Fast and Furious, you know, that's the first big blockbuster I'm hearing. I mean, I think Black Widow's around there, but for Universal, it's going to be huge. I don't know if it'll make $1 billion because of obviously circumstances, but with everything getting lifted, it could do it. I think it'd be the closest film, Magnets, then the School Physics Lab. Okay. Blah blah blah. UK cinemas June 24th. 1 day ahead of the US launch. So okay. Now I'm not putting money on it, but I think it would be the closest one to hit that target, just because of the previous track record of the films. So, you know, we just have to wait and see for that. Okay, for the next news article. Knives Out adds Kate Hudson. So, if you haven't noticed, Knives Out have been every day near enough, or every couple of days. You know, new cast members they've been dropping names like hunting season in like Colorado. You know, it's flaming. One after another, we're getting, you know, quality of actors, you know, coming in. So, and Kate Hudson is the next one. So I'm just going to read it very, very quick. Add yet another actor to the rapidly build and assemble for Rian Johnson's first Knives Out sequel. Now backed by Netflix after the streaming service trumped up a hefty deal to nab 2 films in the series. And I think the deal was like 450 million. This actually, the first one made, it was anywhere between 4 to 600 million. It did really well, to be honest. And after fucking Last Jedi, you know, I mean, I never seen a Rian Johnson film before, so obviously watching Last Jedi, I thought, shit. Just purely, I mean, you can go in 5 hours why those films suck. I will say all 3 of the new Star Wars film, you know, the sequels. You know, but after watching this film, I'm like, you know what, that was just personally a bad day in the office, and this guy can direct. So it put me, you know, my love back into him. Okay, so hefty deal, yeah. Kate Hudson will be a part of the new murder mystery, which I think is set in Greece, I heard. Details are scarce for the film, though we do know that Danny Craig is back as Detective Benedict Blanc, this time investigating a crime in Greece, yeah? Or at least the film will be shot there this summer. Hudson joins the cast Also, it includes, and there's all the names. You've got Batista and Edward Norton. And yeah, so that is the latest casting. And I guarantee you there will be more people. Like, the original nerdITout had quite a lot of actors in it. So I think this would only just spur on more people. Adding more. I'm going to definitely add more. I can't say my words today. But yeah, so... No, I mean, I love the original. I watched it twice at cinema. It's so fun, and I bought it on Blu-ray, and I showed Ellie's mum and dad it. They loved it. And it's just one of those films where, yeah, okay, you watched it, you know what happens, but it's still, you still want to watch it again, though, because it's just that bloody good. But yeah, so those are the 4 news stories we're going to cover today.